Alright, just getting some stuff set up. So we're just kind of listening to one ear. Sorry, I've kind of got headphones on what's going on in the game. And then we got some other earbuds in checking the drivers' meeting. So they're just getting things straightened out, get the drivers all lined out, setting their rules, telling them what they want to see from them tonight. Making this pretty tight little track. It could be pretty tricky getting into turn one, and a bottom group does not want to hold the car very well, especially on the first couple of laps. So we'll see how that goes. So here we are for Cloud 9. All right, so they're getting sped out into the heat races. All right, we'll see if we can find a different lobby to get into here. See what chat's going on. See if we can find somebody to jump in with. Good, man. I'm usually staying muted on here, so leave me a spot in the lobby there, and I'll try to jump in, cover this one if you got room. All right, so we're going to jump into heat one with these guys. They're getting going. We'll see who else has some heats up. So we're trying to see if we can grab some more feeds here. We're going to have feeds from, we're going to do Blitz, Dago, and hopefully GD if he gets his stream going. There we go. Looks like he's getting it up right now, so we'll grab that. All right, so here we go. We're getting rocking and rolling. They're jumping in here shortly. We'll get some other different feeds up here. All right, so this is what it's going to look like throughout the night. We're going to have our main feed up here in the top left. Well, let's see. Here we go. All right. Looks like we got Dago going on in his heat race over in the top right. Not sure what heat that is. GD lining up down the bottom left, and then we've got Blitz. We're in the same heat race with Blitzer in the first heat. So we'll have our feed up here in the top left and his feed down here in the bottom right. Let's get some of this sound turned down here. All right. So we're getting the qualifying right now. They're going to spread out here, run a few laps. It's kind of nice to do it in group qualifying. If you're used to going to your Saturday night, Friday night show, watching the cars go around one at a time is pretty damn boring. So this is a lot better way to do it. So what we do throughout the night, we'll jump over from the, we'll cover as much heat races as we can. We'll jump back and forth. They're gonna, like I said, the UMPs are running first, and they're running sliders with the UMPs, which is just, you know, just a standard setup. But they'll run the big blocks a little bit later on. They're running all customs, which is a little fun to watch. A little fun to watch sometimes. Watch guys who can get stuff dialed in. Looks like we got GD here in the same heat. So we're going to give you a good coverage of this first heat race. We're going to be in there ourselves. We'll have GD in here and Blitz in here in the view as well. Dago looks like he's running heat, like maybe 2 or 3. Appreciate you guys jumping in there. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit it. If you get any commercials popped up, sorry, I've tried to turn them down as far as I can. Tried to turn them off, so if you do, apologize. right. So looking at some lap times, we got Dago up here running. Looks like he's running at 14.25, and his looking up at GD. GD's clocking at 14.09, as fastest times we've seen so far. And Blitz looks like he's hitting a 14.3. Let's see, we also got a feed up here from Snipes. He's running 14.2, so nobody's touching GD's times right now with that 14.093. Looks like the fastest time I've seen so far anyway. Dago got a free commercial on us there in the top right corner. Just saw that one. So once again, qualifying right now for the UMPs here at Lincoln for Cloud 9. Sorry, my voice is a little shaky, just getting over a cold. Appreciate you being here. Down off the screen a little bit. There we go. Alright. But like I said, we'll have this quad. They're qualifying right now in the heat races for UMPs. We'll have the quad box up here like this. We can switch over and just go to the single screen if there's something really exciting we want to see. Wish we could, you know, get rid of these other boxes and just off the screen, but play around with that a little bit. Alright, so it looks like qualifying is just about over. Again, GD's fastest time we've seen so far with that 14.093. Looks like Blitz running in threes. Dago and them loading into the lobby, so we're not going to see what they have there, and so it's Snipes. So qualifying all wrapping up. We'll get going on the heat races. Cloud 9. This is week 6 of their 12-week season for big blocks and UMPs, and they're at Lincoln Speedway this week. Let's see, I had their point standings up early, so I can find them again. Ran through them a little bit earlier, but let's see here. Where are we at? Where are we at? This is a no-hat evening, sir. Alright, so we got many different ears going on, so we can listen to the drivers' meeting, we can listen to where they are with their races. So it looks like this first heat race is going to be GD on the pole of it. Austin Michael, Ginger Ninja up top. K Adams and Blitz is going to be your top 6. We're going to bounce out of here. We'll jump back in once they get going. Let's see if we can see the other heat races. Jumping over the heat race with Dago. Kyle Maney with a 14.175 with Styles with a 7.178. It's going to be 1-2 in that heat with Snipes and Dago. And Snipes and Dago are both in the same heat race, so we'll cut down our stream in there. So they're getting ready to load in this heat race. We got 8 seconds left to go. We'll just bounce over to the studio here so you don't have to see the load of the screens. And we will jump in. Let's see if we can find these guys here. Alright, there we go. Heat race loading up. We'll jump in here right now. There we go. Oops, wrong screen. There we go. Alright, sorry, bouncing around there. Alright, heat race loading up. We got Dago's heat race up in the top right. We'll see what we can catch from there. We don't have the main view of it, so we better jump in here. Sorry. And this heat race is loading up. So we'll have GD, we'll have our main feed, GD and Blitz in that heat race. But looking up at the top, he looks like Styles got out in front of Dago there in that heat race. Kyle Mania's holding a second, but Dago's got a runner here on the outside. Let's see if he can get past him. We got bottom group's going to be pretty dominant. So here we are, jumping this heat race back. We're going to go back and forth. So GD gets a good jump out in the lead here. And he is going to get out in front of, it's like Austin Michael, Ginger Ninja up top, all right there on his back bumper. Who's that 10 car? 10 car's Austin Michael. A little bit of contact there with second and third. Ginger and Michael come together just a little bit, but GD's out in front. He's liking what he's seen in the mirror. These guys racing side by side. He's going to gap him here a little bit, get about 2 or 3 car lengths on him. Meantime, Ginger trying to get up underneath Austin. He's going to make that pass for second place, slide up in front of him. So it's going to be GD, Ginger, and Austin Michael, your top 3 in this heat race. scroll back to the back. It looks like Up Top running 4th. K. Adams in 5th, and Blitzfire rounding out the field back there in the 5th position. Get back up here to the front. There we go, back up on GD. GD, once again, just putting a little gap on the field. He ran about a tenth faster in qualifying than anybody else we saw, so let's see if he can stay out in front of this. We'll jump back here where the action's at with Ginger, Austin, and Up Top. Up Top looking for a way around Austin Michael. We take a quick, we got about 5 laps into this race, 7 laps left to go. We'll take a peek up at the other heat race. We got Dago trying to run down Styles. Styles is out in front. Dago's running second in that one. Maybe Kyle must be in third. I can't really tell from this view, but so we'll jump over to this other heat race, and then of course there's a third heat race. It looks like maybe there's only the 2 heat races. So, but here we are back in this heat. We got GD leading it, and then we got Ginger, Austin Michael, and Up Top all fighting for that second position. Pretty much just all running single file. You're gonna see a lot of that here at Lincoln. Like GD's making that top work. Everybody else is running down around the bottom. See GD right up on that cushion down there, and then looking at that bottom left-hand view there. He is working that cushion really well. Everybody else is pedaling down around the bottom of the racetrack. Why is nobody else seen us and jumping up there with him yet? Well, it looks like Up Top's up there trying to make it work with Ginger. Ginger's jump. Now they're both Ginger, Austin, and Up Top are still tucked down into that bottom, even though they're watching Katie kind of get away from him on that top groove. A lot of times you see somebody else running a better groove from you getting away and you're not reeling them in, you might as well jump up and give it a shot. But it looks like Ginger maybe pulling a little bit of a gap on GD here. Let's see if we get close enough. We only got about 1 lap left to go. Looking up together here, Styles, Dago, Kyle Mania, and looks like Snipes was top 4 in that other heat. Come back to this heat race. So it looks like it's going to be GD taking the win. It's definitely going to be GD, Ginger Ninja, Austin Michael, Up Top, K. Adams, and Blitzfire. That's going to be your 6 in this heat race. So they're going to run a dash, and then they run what they call it a B main, but it's really not like a B main like traditionally you guys think it is. It's more of like a qualifying race where anybody that's not in the dash they go run this qualifying race, and it lines them up for the feature. So we'll try to see where we can get in at. In the meantime, we'll jump back over to the studio here. We don't need to see GD painting his car, but he's added some new decals. Looks like he got some sponsors after that heat race win, so he's putting some decals on the car. Alright, so we'll see what we can find here. Jump out of this lobby, and we will jump over to the dash chat. Alright. Evening, guys. Alright, so here we are on the dash. We're going to see what's going on. Alright. Alright. So Cloud9, big blocks in UMPs here at Lincoln. Heat races are just right over for the UMPs. They're getting ready to run a dash. So the top... it looks like the top 6 are going to run the dash here. Everybody else is going over to a B main, or I'm going to call it a qualifying race. They call it a B main. So we'll see what we can do here. All right. So we'll cover the dash here. We'll kind of keep an eye over on the B main. I think Blitzfire is going to be in there, so we'll have his stream up there where we can see what's going on. So we're getting the dash going here. Really good field of cars here tonight. I didn't see the total number. Let's see if we can see how many cars are. We got, let's see. We have, looks like, we got 8 cars in this dash, and looks like 14 or 15 cars in the B. So there may be some guys not making the show tonight here. So looks like about 20 to 22 guys. So, or drivers, guys, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, 21. So I think they might only run a 16 car main, maybe 18 cars at the most. So we'll see who makes the show here. All right. All right. Hopefully the stream's staying good out there. Let me know if it looks like there's any issues or whatever. I'm probably got a few too many streams up going here and watching, observing at the same time. So if you guys are out there watching and it starts to get a little choppy or something, let me know. All right. So it looks like, all right, they're getting the dash lined up right now. All right. Looks like that's getting going here. So looks like it's GD's lobby. We'll grab in there in a second here for the dash. Looks like they're running 12 laps. All right, so we're jumping in there right now with them. All right. So we're gonna have a view of Dago and GD here in the dash. Our main feed is we're watching jumping around from car to car, and then we got Blitz gonna down the bottom right hand corner. They're getting ready to line up in their B main. So, all right, here we go. See if GD can get a good start here and get up. I'm not sure who the heck that is on the outside. I feel these guys out a little bit. It looks like gonna cross him over. We're gonna have is that Styles? Styles trying to make a run on GD here for the lead. He falls back a little bit to third. A-Case now. A-Case and GD side by side. A-Case down on the bottom. GD stuck up on the top. I think the bottom's a little bit faster here, but we'll see if GD can make that work. He was making it work pretty well in the heat race. He's getting a good run off the corner here side by side with A-Case and GD side by side here for the dash. Whoever wins this race is going to start on the pole, the feature. It looks like GD's going to make that top work good enough to get a little bit ahead of him down the back chute. We are 3 laps into this dash, 9 laps left to go. We have GD, A-Case. It looks like Styles and Jamie are going to be your top 4. And got Ginger's feet up in here too, so he looks like he's running back in about 7th. Down the bottom right hand corner of your screen, you're seeing that B main. Good field of cars in that B main. We got Blitz's view. We'll try to jump over there if this dash gets over soon, a little bit earlier, but let's see if we can jump around here a little bit more. So we got Dago back here running about 4th or 5th. GD and A-Case side by side here again for the lead. A-Case has got a little bit of advantage on him, but here comes GD off the corner. They made a little contact out here over the headset, but I didn't see it. We were flipping around and looking at other screens. We got 5 laps left to go in this. A-Case once again trying to get up underneath GD. GD's really making that top work. He's making his top work in Lincoln better than anybody I've seen. The bottom is usually the traditional line where a lot of people run at. So A-Case is making that bottom work. So we have GD, A-Case. Looks like Styles still holding on that 3rd position. Looks like maybe that Jamie's maybe worked his way up into 4th. They go back there in 5th. And it looks like Ginger's running about 8th with White Boy right in front of him in 7th. We'll get back up here to the front. Once again, we got GD. Looks like GD jumped down to the bottom and kind of tried to maybe block off that slider move from A-Case. So they're still trying to get side by side. A-Case looking up underneath of him here. Let's see if we jump over to the big screen here. If I can find my mouse. There we go. See if we can finish this off. We got about 1 to 2 laps left to go. They're coming around to take the white. 1 lap left to go. It's still GD out in front of this thing with A-Case right behind him. Well, coming off of turn 2 for the last lap of this dash. GD looks like he's got it under control. A-Case trying to find a way around. He goes up to the top to see if he can find something, but not going to have enough of a run off the top of 3 and 4, off of 2 there. And it's going to be GD taking the win. A-Case second. Styles, Jamie, Dago, Johnny, White Boy, and Ginger is going to round out your 8. And we'll see if we can jump over to this dash here real quick, or excuse me, see if we can find something for the B main there. It looks like, looking at Blitz's screen now, they got about 6 laps left to go. We'll see if we can jump over there with them, see if we can find a feed or I'm not sure whose lobby it was, but looks like Austin Michaels lobby. We'll jump in and see if we can catch like the last 4 or 5 laps of it. Like Dago's running about 11th, 13th. You can see down the bottom right hand screen. And we will jump over there, see if we can get on the main feed here. Looks like we got Austin Michael out in the front of this as we jump over to the B main here. Got full screen up for you. We got about 4 or 5 laps. Looks like they got about 3 laps left to go in this. It's Austin Michael. Looks like Kyle's there sitting in about 4th or 5th. So that up top running 2nd. We're trying to figure out where everybody's at here. Little contact there with up top, and I'm not sure that Snipes in that 2nd and 3rd position. So we got Austin Michael, Snipes up top here, top 3. Let's see if we can figure out who that 4th place car is. Scroll through the field. Back to the front with Austin Michael. Looks like Kyle sitting in the 4th position. We got about 2 laps left to go on this. Oh, it's Coop Mafia. There we go. So we've got Austin Michael out in front. Snipes up top trying to make that top work with Coop underneath him. A little bit of contact there. Coop gets into the back of Snipes, but no harm. That's going to be the finish. Let's see if we can get the full results up on our screen. So it looked like it was Austin Michael, Snipes up top, Coop Mafia, Kyle Mania, Kid Rocket, Blazing Stein, Hatchet, Foster, and Redneck. That's going to be your top 10 there for that B main. We'll see how many cars they take. I'm not sure how they may take the feature, but round out the field's going to be Blitz for Icy and K Adams. And I think Blitz was back there in the 14th position. So, all right, we'll see if we can jump over to the A main here with them. Get this thing rocking and rolling. So, good night so far. All right. Jump over into the A main chat. As they're getting this lined up. So I think we lost, I think we may have lost Blitz out of that A main. He might be in there. We're going to go ahead and grab Ginger's feed, I think, and replace Blitz's down there. So we're getting A main lined up here for Cloud9. UMPs at Lincoln. We've made it through the heat races and the dash and the B main. Just getting ready lined up for the feature right now. There we go. All right, we're just getting a few things set up here for the stream for the A. So we'll have view of our main feed. Dago, GD, and Jinja. That'll be our feeds for the feature. All right. Appreciate you guys being here watching. If Kiwi, if you're still out there, buddy, appreciate you. If you haven't already followed the page, please do. Okay. Looks like they must have inverted that. What did they do? Oh, they put G. Oh, I guess GD must have won last week, so he's starting in the back. So it looks like we got AK. So that's going to give AK a pull for this. So we'll have a good view of GD down here in the bottom left-hand corner. Let's show you what we're looking at here. So we'll have a good feed here from GD trying to come from the back of this field. It's going to be a tough, but he was making that top work, so maybe he can find a way to the front of this thing. All right, it looks like they're loading in. We'll jump in there with them. All right. All right, should be a good field of cars. So we'll get some feeds cut down up here. So looks like Icy didn't make his way out of the B. Thank you for jumping on the stream, buddy. You look like you were running good. I thought you might have had a shot at it. Appreciate it, man. All right. All right. So we're gonna have views from everywhere. Look, we got Dago and Jinja here. They're starting towards the front. GD starting the tail of this field. So we'll start off here with a good quad screen up here. A-Case on the pole. This, see if he can get a run on Styles into the corner. Jamie tucking up underneath A-Case there on the start. Got a really good jump on him. A-Case out in front. Styles up on the top. I remember who that 21 car is. We'll jump through here. Styles there in second. They are 3-4 wide going through the corner here at Lincoln. That's a tough thing to do. Let's just jump over to the big screen here real quick. Good field of cars as they come off the corner right there. Great view with A-Case out in front. Styles tucked right up underneath them. And we got to figure out Dago. That's Dago on the 21 car. I should have known that. So Dago's made his way to third. Johnny there in the fourth position. And looks like Ninja's find his way to fifth. Or Jinja. Jump back over to the quad screen here for you. You can see the feeds from our main feed. Dago running in the third position, Ginger in fourth, GD back there in 12th. He started in the sixth speed position. He's working his way to the front. He's going to try to go with a 3 wide down into the corner. He's going to make it work. Oh, little contact there, but he's going to try to get by on the outside. We'll jump back up here to the front. Scroll through the cars here. Where are we at now? Good field of cars here tonight at Lincoln. A-Case still with a good lead in the modified. A-Case is usually an open wheel guy. He likes to say he's not very good in any of the other cars except for a sprint car, but he's showing him how to get around Lincoln tonight. He got started on the pole and he's led every lap so far, but Styles is right there behind him. One little mistake and from A-Case, and Styles is going to be right on his bumper. Let's see if we can change the little view here. You can look back there from A-Case. He's got about 4 car lengths there on Styles. We got Johnny and Dago going side by side back there. Let's see if we can catch a little bit of that view here. There we go. Go back here to Jamie. Jamie's running, looks like he's running about 6th or 7th. Here's that battle there for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. With Styles, Dago, Johnny, and I think that's Ginger snuck in there for 5th. You see the Ginger view down there in the bottom. He's looking up underneath Giovanni or Johnny for that 4th position. Good tight battle up there. And meanwhile, A-Case is out in front of this thing trying to get away from them all. Look down at the screen at the bottom left-hand corner. You can see GD's made his way up to 8th. He's made his way halfway through the field here with only about 11 laps into the race. Still 29 to go. Let's see if he can get any farther to the front. Meantime, A-Case has got about a 7 or 8 car length lead, it looks like, over these guys. And still Styles, Dago trying to make that top work. I think he saw GD making that top work early, and he's going to try to follow suit. Looks like Styles bobbled a little bit coming off the corner. Might give Dago a chance to get by on the top. Good side-by-side. That's a great race in here at Lincoln. It's a tight racetrack coming off the corner. The track really narrows up, and these guys are giving each other a lot of room. Really good race here between Dago and Styles. Looks like Dago might just get past him. I think if he can clear Styles, he might have a chance to run down A-Case here, and it looks like he's going to do it. Dago's going to move up in that 2nd position. Ginger snuck his nose up underneath Styles, moved Styles up off the bottom. Styles now going to fall back. Doesn't look like he's liking that top near as well as Dago is. He looks like Styles is falling back to the 5th position now. Scroll back through here. Back here, Ginger right here running 3rd, looking up underneath Dago there for that 2nd position. In the meantime here, because Johnny followed Ginger right past Styles. Oh, Johnny catches the fence right there on the inside of the corner. Styles takes a little evasive action there. A little more contact back there. Didn't quite see what happened. In the meantime, A-Case is liking what he's seeing back here. These guys kind of racing side by sides, giving him a chance to drive away. A-Case, Dago, and Ginger. Ginger's looking up underneath Dago for that 2nd position. He's made a good run through the field here. He started about 5th or 6th. Trying to find his way into 2nd. Let's scroll through the field. Everybody got Snipes back here. He looks like he's running about in 10th position, maybe 7th or 8th somewhere. Oh, he's tucked up underneath Styles here for 6th, it looks like. A couple different views going on. So we got Ginger down the bottom right. It looks like you can see him down there. Excuse me, yeah. He's trying to get up underneath Dago for 2nd. Look down at the bottom left. GD's trying to charge from that 16th starting position. He's kind of battling out here for this 8th or 9th. He hasn't moved forward a lot since about lap 11, so this last 10 laps he's kind of been stagnant, trying to catch up to the rest of the field. Guess we better give A-Case a little bit of love here. He's been out there by himself. He's just kind of driving around by himself on a Sunday drive. In the meantime, Dago and Ginge are still battling for second and third. There's a good shot of it right here. I'll jump over to the big screen for a little bit. Dago catches that wall a little bit. Is that going to give Ginge enough of a run off the corner? They're still side by side. Great racing going on here tonight with these guys. It's still A-Case, Dago, Ginge. Johnny's working his way up onto the back bumper here of this battle for second and third. He's just hoping one of those guys makes a mistake, but they're side by side. He really doesn't have any place to go. $15 laps left to go on this 40-lap feature. A-Case is now separating himself about half a straightaway over this battle for second and third. Now we take a check on GD here. Looks like he's worked his way up in the 7th position. Looks like he's caught up to the back bumper of Snipes and Styles there for the 5th and 6th position. Let's see if he can make up any more ground on him. And back on this battle here with Dago and Ginge. They've been going at it here for about 15 laps now since they made their way past Styles for that second and third position. And Ginge is working that bottom, and Dago's really doing a great job on the top of the racetrack here, running that cushion. Like Dago might have slipped up there a little bit, but not enough to let Ginge get it by. And in the meantime, Johnny's back here. Johnny looks pretty quick, but he just has nowhere to go with these two guys running side by side right in front of him. Ten laps left to go. A-Case, Ginge and Dago fighting it out for the second position. Johnny sitting back there in 4th. Looks like we still have Snipes in 5th. And it looks like GD might have worked his way up into the 6th position. Here we go back here with Snipes in 5th position, GD right behind him there in 6th, and I think that's Styles back there in the 7th spot. Scroll through the field there, but Coop Mafia kind of started late. He's come out of the B main, working his way up through the field. Kyle Mania just as well, and Kid Rocket all came out of the B main, trying to work their way up towards the front. Mac Hatchett's here. Get back up on this battle for second, third, and fourth. We have 7 laps left to go. A-Case, unless he makes a mistake, he's going to run off. He's going to win this race from start flag to flag. But this second, third, fourth place battles here is really shaping up to be a good one. We're going to jump over the big screen for it for the last few laps. Dago up on top, Ginge down the bottom. They have been side by side for 25 laps of this race at least. Johnny's got to be getting a little frustrated back there. I think he's a little bit faster than a couple of these guys, but he just can't find a way around. He's sticking his nose up underneath Ginge, but just with these guys running side by side in front of him, both of them are a little bit slower. Oh, Johnny sticks his nose up underneath there again, catches the wall just a little bit, loses a little bit of ground. 4 laps left to go. They go down into turn 1. It's still Dago in the 2nd position. We're not going to talk about A-Case. He's just ruining the lead up there in the front. So it's the battles here for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Snipes has worked his way up to the back bumper of Johnny a little bit for that 4th position to see if he can do anything. So once again, Ginge and A-Case running side by side for 2nd. Just a great race here, but in the meantime, Snipes and GD have kind of reeled into the back of them a little bit. A couple of mistakes here, and these guys are going to capitalize, but a lap and a half to go. Dago still holding on to that 2nd position, doing a great job of riding that top groove. Johnny's sticking his nose up underneath Ginge there. Oh, Ginge looks like he catches the wall just a little bit. It's a white flag lap. They're going down the back street. Johnny's going to take advantage of it, move up underneath Ginge for that 3rd position. Looks like Dago's going to hold on a 2nd. A-Case is going to win it from flag to flag. Dago's going to hold on 2nd. Johnny in 3rd. Ginge in 4th. Snipes, GD, Styles up top. Jamie, Blazenstein, Kyle Mania is going to be your top 11 cars that I can see. Great race there for second, third, and fourth. AK's kind of stunk up the lead there, but just kind of got out in front and ran away with it. Well, these guys were racing side by side, but just a really good race there between Dago, Johnny, and Jinja. Now, you want to watch how to race clean, go back and watch this, rewatch this race and watch Dago and Jinja. Man, I'll tell you what, Lincoln's not an easy place to run side by side. That track really narrows up off of turn 4. And they just put on a clinic right there how to get around Lincoln and run side by side. Just a great race to watch. Congratulations to AK's on the win. I don't want to hear AK's talk anymore about how he's not fast in anything but sprint cars, because he jumped out in front of the race and just kind of ran off. That was a really good race to watch, guys. So we got the big block race coming up, custom setups. Good laps. GD with a great run from the 16th all the way up to 6th. Appreciate you guys being here to watch. So Cloud9, we're in UMPs and big blocks at Lincoln. We just got done with the feature in the UMPs. They're going to jump over and get the heat races and stuff lined up for the big blocks, get the qualifying going. So we'll see who we can jump in with a bit. Appreciate Cloud9 inviting us in to stream this room tonight, do some broadcasts. We have a lot of fun with this. But give us a chance to plug DRSN. So DRSN, Discord server, place we've organized all the different leagues, league winners, league schedules. You can go on there. We've also got a YouTube page going on. You can search up Dirt Racing Sim News on YouTube. We're working on some different videos, putting up some of the past broadcasts. We're also working on what we're calling Speed Secrets, which is a series of videos that GD's helping us with right now. And as you can see, he's pretty quick when you came through this field. So, but he's helping us, showing us kind of some best lines around some tracks, kind of help out some of the guys that are maybe still learning. All right, so we're gonna jump over to a different chat here. So, all right, so we're getting the driver's meeting going for the big blocks. All right. So here we're at Cloud9, getting ready to run the big blocks at UMP. So they're going to get lined up in their heat races. Do some qualifying. In the meantime, I'll try to stop looking up there, but I got about 2 or 3 monitors here I'm looking at, so sometimes you'll see me looking up or around and just trying to see what the heck is going on with some different feeds. All right. Good to see you going back for the big blocks, I see. So, all right, we're getting ready to line up the big blocks for qualifying here at Lincoln. Custom setups. This ought to be really fun. Let's see if anybody found something to get the car to work on the top really well. You watch the UMP slider race, and GD was making the top work. Dago was making the top work. If you guys were, most everybody else was running down the bottom, but they definitely found something up on that cushion. So if you missed it, go back and watch that UMP race once we get this put up, because that was a hell of a good race between Jinja and Dago and Johnny right there in that top second, third, fourth, and fifth. Watching GD come from 16th all the way up to 6th, just a good run all the way through. If there was anything rough going on, we didn't see it, so it was a good race. All right. All right, so we're getting split up into the qualifying for the big block. So Cloud9. Look at a little message from AK here saying that's where Fender wins. So I think that's I think if we were looking at his wins the other night, and we went back and looked, and his last 20 wins have all been open wheel, either midgets or sprint cars or micros. I think that's his first win in a UMP in about 2 months. Anything besides the sprint car. So good run by AK there. We didn't give him a lot of camera time because he was so far out in front. It was kind of boring. So appreciate it, Icy. All right. I don't know how many guys I got for the big block race here, but we'll try to give you some a little bit of same coverage if we can. Let's see who we got here. All right. All right. Appreciate you being here. Icy buddy, appreciate you being here. Kiwi, appreciate it, buddy. Glad we made glad we made it to watch that UMP race. That was a really good race there, all the way through the field. So we'll do our best to make qualifying exciting. So that was the sixth race of their series here for Cloud9, UMPs, and big blocks. All right, let's see where they're at here. So it looks like they're getting a couple heat races lined up. All right, so it looks like GD's not running, or is he? I can't tell. Looks like maybe he's not running the big block, so we'll have to find somebody that is, fill that void. Let's see, who do we have on the stream last time? Oh, we got Dago Jinja. Let's see who we're gonna get for another viewer. Looks like maybe Snipes is still running the big box, so we'll grab Snipes here and replace GD's view from that. Excuse me there. So just give me a second here while we're getting some things set up as they're getting their qualifying going. All right, so we're gonna have views from looks like Dago, Snipes, and Ginger throughout this big block session here. They're getting qualifying going. Looks like they're running about 4 or 5 cars a heat race, so maybe there's about 15 guys here at the most, I'm thinking. Let's see if we can jump into somebody's lobby. All right. All right, a lot of moving pieces going on here, so we're jumping. We're getting qualifying going right now. I wish everybody was that excited to see me. Appreciate that. All right. Well, you made that UMP race kind of boring to watch for the leaders, AK. So you didn't get a lot of coverage on that. So I don't blame you. I had to try to run away too. So second was a great race. You guys put on a hell of a show there, didn't you? That was a great race. Great race to watch. All right, we got big block qualifying going on here right now, so we're gonna give you feeds from Dago, Snipes, and Jinja. We were just kind of talking to Jinja and AK there and the others. Sorry we didn't have them up where you could hear them, but let's see if we get the qualifying. So it looks like we got Jinja running 13.8s. We're looking at Blitz running 13.9s. Snipes running 13.7. That's the fastest lap we've seen so far, but we don't have everybody up, so Kid Rocket here on the main screen. I got you muted, so I'm talking to everybody else. You don't want to hear me talking all the rest of the time, so I'm sorry, AK. Good to see you, buddy. And good night. You don't want to hear me talking for 3 hours, trust me. Alright, you'll hear me plug it. You go back and watch. So I think I said something about AK's is usually only good in sprint cars. It surprised the hell out of me that he actually wanted to race with some fenders on it. So partial fender. Yeah, I actually didn't say that earlier, but I said it now, so I guess it kind of covers it. All right, so qualifying here going on. So let's see, it's like moving that first. So it's got Styles over Blazing in that first heat race. And then we are looking at the second heat race. We're loading in here ourselves. So let's see. We'll look over at the other heat. So Jamie with a good. Jamie's really good in these customs most of the time. He's gonna be on the pole for that second heat race with Snipes, Foster, and Coop. Top 4 in that other heat. In the meantime, we're running this heat race now with Rocket, Jinja, Bonnie, and AKs, and we'll see who ends up with the pole here. Qualifying for the big blocks. Really appreciate you being here to watch. Cloud 9's always a good event to cover. Good field of cars here tonight. A lot of fast guys. Not as big a field of cars in the custom big blocks as they had in the UMPs, but it's still a good show here. All right, so we're just finishing up qualifying. We should try to call the heat race like one of those annoying, overexcited announcers you see on Flow all the time. What's that guy? Anybody know that guy's name? That's usually down there in Georgia somewhere. Wife's in the other room. She'll probably throw a shoe at me if she hears me doing that. So. All right. Looks like we got a heat race started up on this bottom left with Snipes. Looks like Jamie's out in front of it. Little 4-car heat race. Jamie and Snipes in that heat race. All right, looks like Johnny's taking the pole. And it looks like all the fast guys in most heat races were running right around the 7s. So we've got our main feed up here. One heat race down here in the bottom left with Snipes. Top right with Dago. So bottom we got Jamie and Snipes 1 and 2. Dago running second behind Styles. Styles put on a good show tonight. So we'll see if we can call 3 heat races at one time. So we got Jamie and Snipes going at it down here in your bottom left hand screen. Styles and Dago going up in the top right, and this other heat race is still loading in. They are just getting started. We'll see if we can jump in there with them. Let's see here. There we go. We'll jump in there with them. All right, so we're going to try to call three heat races at one time. Jamie and Snipes down in the bottom left-hand corner. Styles and Dago up in the top right. And heat race number, we're going to call them 1 and 2. I don't know what heat race they really are, but Styles is gapping Dago up in that second heat race. Snipes is still hanging on with a chance there. Jamie, if he makes a mistake, but Jamie's got it pretty well underhand. And we're just loading into heat race 3. We had Johnny on the pole. And I have no idea who's on the outside. Look at Ginger on the outside there. Johnny Ginger and up top, your top 3 right there. AK's back there. Looks like he won his race in the UMP. He's like, yeah, whatever, I'll just tag him back here in the big blocks. Probably running a slider, no custom, but Johnny out in front of it. Ginger right on his back bumper. Here in heat race number 3. Looking up at our screen, heat race number 1, Jamie and Snipes. Snipes has reeled in Jamie. See if he can do anything. When in the meantime, Styles has ran away from Dago in that heat race number 2, so it looks like Styles is going to win that with Dago running second. We'll go back to this other heat. Ginger trying to get up underneath Johnny here for this heat race number 3. Go to the big screen here. Good race. A little bit of contact right there. Ginger gets up underneath them. Johnny holding on to that top groove. Ginger's pulling away by that car length to see if he can just clear him and get up in front of him, complete the slider, complete the pass. We're going to go back over to this other screen because it looks like we got, right at the line, it looks like it's going to be Jamie taking Snipes there in that other heat, in heat race number 1. Heat race number 2 was Styles. Back here to heat race number 3. Up top looking under Johnny for that second position is Ginger. Johnny up top. And Rocket back there, and Kid Rocket back there in the 5th position, and AK's back there in 6th. I probably got one too many spots. Alright, let's see there. So we've got heat races completing up here right now, so we have 4 laps left to go on this one. Ginger's found his way to the front. The other feeds aren't really going anywhere, so we'll just pull the big feed here. You can see Ginger down the bottom right. He's just out in front there by himself, but we'll jump over here and see if we can catch any battles going on. Looks like Johnny solidified that second position. AK's just kind of driving around on a Sunday drive back there by himself. Looks like Kid Rocket's made his way up in the second. Didn't see what happened there, but he made his way up from 4th. Maybe I'm getting that wrong there. Oh, up top's in 2nd. My apologies. It's Johnny and Kid Rocket fighting for 3rd and 4th here. It looks like AK's might have dropped the cylinder back there. He's falling back quite a ways. Got 1 lap left to go. It's Ginger out in front. Up top in 2nd. Up top making a good run on Ginger. He's made up some ground on him, but he's only got 1 lap left to go. I don't think he's going to really have a shot here unless Ginger makes a mistake. But it's Ginger up top running 2nd. Kid Rocket, Johnny fighting for that 3rd position. Johnny gets up underneath Kid Rocket going down into 3 and 4. He's going to slide up in front of him. Throwing one of those traditional Johnny sliders where he parks it right on your nose there. Great run there off the corner for that 3rd position. Ginger up top, Johnny, Kid Rocket, and AK is going to be your top 5 in that heat race. So Cloud9, we're just completing up the heat races for the big blocks. Getting ready to run the dash and the B main again, like we did earlier, and then we'll jump over and run the feature. So all right. So we're going to change chats here, jump over the dash. We'll cover the dash. And we'll see if we can catch somebody's feed from the B. So good. If you missed it earlier, UMP race at Lincoln, or it was earlier, AKs took the win there. Great race between Dago and Ginger for 2nd. They must have been side by side for 30 laps. It felt like 100, but they were side by side battling it out. Dago ended up holding on to that second position. Ginger ended up losing that 3rd position to Johnny there as Ginger caught the wall going into 1 on the last lap. Gave Johnny that 3rd position, and Ginger fell back to 4th. So we're getting the B main lined up here. Let's see if we can find somebody that's got it up for us. Looks like Snipes is going to have it up for us. So, excuse me, it can be for the dash. My apologies. In the meantime, we'll have... All right, so we're going to have views. Ginger, I think, is going to be... Looks like all of our viewers in there in the dash, so... We'll have to watch the B off to the side. But the dash is getting lined up here. It looks like it's going to be Jamie on the pole, Styles, Ginger Ninja, Dowdy, Snipes. And who's going to be 6th there? That's your top 5 for the starting spots in the dash. And Dago's going to come in here in 6th. So Jamie, Styles, Ginger, Dowdy, Snipes, Dago. Up top and Kyle. So there are 8 cars in the dash. I don't know how many cars we got in the B. Alright, so the dash is getting ready to load up. We'll jump in there. Alright, here we go. So we'll switch over to the main feed again. Alright, so we've got a good view of the dash here. Everybody that's on our cameras in the dash. We're going to have your main feed, Dago, Snipes, and Ginger. 8-car dash, 12 laps. We'll see if we'll keep our eye on the B main as they're lining it up as well. Like there's 9 cars in the B, so we got 17 cars. It should be a good field, good racing at once we get to the feature. So, all right, here we are starting the B. Oh, what the hell? It looks like I loaded in too quick. I was actually in the race, so we'll have to get back in there. In the meantime, we can look up. We can see Ginger in third. Looks like Jamie out in front. Styles in second. We'll have to refresh and get back in there. I didn't think I joined that quickly, but see if we can get in there fast enough to see what's going on. Looks like Jamie's getting a little bit of a lead with Styles there in second, Ginger in third, as we are trying to watch what we can there from the other feeds. All right, we'll get back in there again here. All right, there we go. All right, now we got it up. So it looks like we got Jamie, Styles, Ginger, Snipes for your top 4. Styles is looking really good in these custom big blocks. He looks like he's got it pretty well dialed in. He's right on Jamie's back bumper. A little bit of contact there. Like Jamie's going to get away a little bit. We are 5 laps into this 12-lap race. We got our eyes up on the B main too. It's up on the other screen. We'll see what's going on in there and let you know what's happening. We'll try to jump over when this dash is over with. On this dash, it looks like Jamie made a little bit of a bobble there. Styles get up underneath him. Ginger's going to try to make it 3 wide, and Ginger gets underneath Styles. They make a little bit of a contact. As Ginger moves his way into second ahead of Styles, so it's going to be Jamie, Ginger, Styles, Snipes, your top 4. Looks like Dago's running back in the 7th position. Ginger with a little bit of a bobble. He moves up the racetrack. That's going to give Styles back at 2nd position, so it's still Jamie, Styles, and Ginger. Ginger crosses back up underneath again. A little bit of bumping and rubbing, but looking good. Styles with a little scrape on the wall. Ginger with a great run off the corner there, but just can't quite get up in front of Styles for that 2nd position. Where's my mouse? There we go. Oh, Styles into the wall hard up there on top all by himself. It's Jamie out in front of this thing. There's about 3 laps left to go. Ginger in 2nd. Styles 3rd. Snipes back there in 4th. We'll scroll back through here a little bit. Looks like up top holding that 5th position. Oh, no, excuse me. That is not. That is Kyle back here in 5th. Jamie once again out in front. We'll go back to this battle for 2nd. Styles has worked her way back up on the back bumper of Ginger as they coming around for the white flag. Lap and a half left to go. They come off of turn 4 to take the white flag right here. Good fight here for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. It's Ginger, Styles, Snipes, and Kyle all right here in the top 5. It looks like Ginger's going to hold on to this unless he makes a mistake, so it's going to be... And you see Styles kind of catching the wall there at the end, so it's going to be Jamie, Ginger, Styles, your top 3 in the dash. Kyle, Snipes, Dago, up top, Dowdy is going to be your top 8. We'll jump out of this one and see if we can jump over into the B. Not sure whose lobby it is, but we'll figure it out. All right, here we go. All right, let's see if we can catch what we can catch of this B main. Looks like they've got about they're halfway through, about 8 laps down in this. So we'll see who's leading us. We'll get over into there. All right, looks like it might be Foster out in front. No, Foster's in the middle here. We're going to try to figure out who's leading this thing. It looks like Johnny's out in front of this thing. There we go. Looks like Johnny, Kid Rocket. Scroll through some more. AK's kind of cruising around back here in the back. I think he probably forgot his setup tonight. His crew chiefs dropped the ball, so it's Johnny leading it. Got Blitzfire back here in 4th. I'm still trying to figure out who the hell is 2nd. Like Kid Rocket might be. Yep, so it's be Johnny and Kid Rocket. So it takes us a couple seconds to get in here and get ourselves situated. See who that 17 car is in 3rd. That's going to be Stein. We got Johnny, Kid Rocket, and Stein going to be your top 3 in this, with Blitz back there in 4th. I guess I could have looked up at Blitz's screen, seen that it was Stein in 3rd. Get back up here to the front. AK's kind of cruising around back there in the back. He's happy with his UMP win. All right, here we go. So Johnny out in front got about a 5 car length lead over Kid Rocket. Looks like here in this B main. I think everybody's going to make the show here tonight, but this B main is just going to be to see how they line up behind the dash cars. Johnny with a good looking car. I'm not sure if he painted it or borrowed it, but it looks pretty good. Oh, he catches the wall down there. Big mistake there by Johnny. He's going to let Kid Rocket get by him on the outside for the lead here in this B main. So it's Kid Rocket and Johnny. Johnny trying to battle his way back in there. A little bit of contact. He settles back in behind Kid Rocket. Oh, hit him up on a lap car. Oh, whoever that was reset, thankfully, because that was about to be a hell of a crash. That's going to be the finish. It's going to be Kid Rocket, Johnny, Stein, Blitz, Mac Hatchet, White Boy. And let's see who. Foster, A-Case, and Redneck. That's going to be the top 9 cars out of this B main. They're going to line up behind the dash cars. See, we'll jump over to the other chat and see how they're doing over here in the A. Alright, so alright. So appreciate you guys being here. We're gonna jump back over to the studio here real quick. So we're getting ready to start the A main for big blocks for Cloud9 here at Lincoln Custom Setups. Okay, got little guys going on in the chat. Looks like Icy's giving Johnny a little hard time about the screw up he had there in the B main, giving that win to Kid Rocket. I don't call him Kid Rocket for nothing, I guess. All right, so it looks like we're getting lined up here for the A. We'll get some different views going on here. So we got Jamie's going to be on the pole for this main. Ginger Styles, Kyle Mania, TJ Snipes, Dago, and up top your top 7 starting positions. All right, so, excuse me while I just take a little breath here. I've been talking for about an hour and a half. Not usually my thing. My wife will probably tell you different, but I usually don't talk this much all at one time. So, Cloud9 invited us here tonight to stream this race for them, so we're real happy to be here. The UMP race was earlier. If you missed that, it was a hell of a good race. So once again, DRSN, Dirt Racing Sim News, Discord for all your information, what's going on, World of Outlaw Racing Leagues. We've also got our YouTube channel. Just search for Dirt Racing Sim News on YouTube. Try to post up some videos, post up some helpful videos, useful, some tips here and there. We're working on a series called, what do we call it? Speed Secrets with GD and DRSN. So GD's helping us out, showing us some fast laps around, putting up some videos for everybody. Hopefully to help a few people out. We'll work on some other videos, maybe get some stuff with settings and some different things, maybe some more tips. All right, so they're getting it lined up. We've got about 15 cars. All right. A-Case are going to be the 15th car into this, and Dowdy's coming in last here, so we will jump in here as soon as they get going. All right. We got a little good jabbing going on in the chat. We're in our other ear. Looks like they're getting ready to get lined up here, so it looks like they're waiting for Dowdy to get in here. All right, so big block custom Cloud9 race here at Lincoln. Looks like we got about 17 cars. It's got some great tips going on in the drivers in the drivers meeting right now. So they're getting lined up. I won't repeat it, but I'm sure it'd be helpful to somebody. Appreciate you being there, Icy, if you're still here, brother. Really appreciate you being here. All right, so they're getting loaded up. We'll jump in, go over the quad screen here once we get jumped in here. All right, we got a main feed. We're going to have Dago, Snipes, Ginger. You're going to be your feeds here. All right, jumping in right now. I'm guessing I'm good. I got like 5 people telling me I'm good, so we're going to jump in here with them. So we got... All right, here we go. We're going to... What is this going to be? 40 laps? 40 laps here at Lincoln Custom Big Blocks. We'll see if anybody's found a little bit something in their setup that everybody else missed. See if they can pull away here from the field. Jamie looked good in that dash to see if he can get to stay in the front of this thing as he started on the pole. Ginge on the outside. All right, here we go. For the main feed here for the start. Jamie with a good start here. He's going to see if he can get up in front of Ginger. Looked like Johnny hitting the wall down there. Not Johnny. Not sure who that was. Maybe it's Ginger. So it's Jamie here in the lead with Ginger in second. Dago's giving us a commercial. Thanks, Dago. Appreciate that, buddy. Because he's showing back there in 6th. So it's Jamie out in front. Ginger here in second. Ginger looking up underneath Jamie here for the lead. Looks like I'm hearing caution in my ear. So we're going to have a caution here with just 2 laps into this race. Give us a chance to kind of scroll through here and see where everybody at. But didn't see what happened to cause the caution. I don't know if you saw anybody else saw it on one of the other screens, but I didn't see it. So but we've got Jamie gonna start on the pole just for the restart. Ginger there in second. We will get a good. Maybe we'll do this front view here for the start. Here we go. Jamie and Ginger here on the front row for this restart. 4 laps into this 40-lap feature. Jamie gets a great jump. I don't think Ginger thought he was going to go, but he got a really good jump coming off the corner there. He's going to get about 2 car length lead over Ginger. Ginger there in second. Styles back there in 4th. It looks like Kyle in the 3rd position. See if we can go caution free here from out. So it's Jamie, Ginger. It's got to be Kyle in 3rd. Yeah, Kyle in 3rd. Styles there in 4th. Styles been running good all night long. Let's see if we can find a way to get to the front. I think we're going to have another caution. I'm hearing in my ear. Another caution. Once again, didn't see we were trying to watch the race up front. So it must have been something in the middle of the back of the pack. Get back up here in the front. We are now 7 laps into this 40-lap feature. We're on our 2nd caution already. UMP race earlier was clean all the way through. Not a single caution. A lot of close racing. UMP race are struggling to get going here. Get back to the front. We don't want to be on AKC's back in the back. So here we are on AK's or Jamie. Sorry, Jamie and Ginger. You're starting on the restart. Front row of this restart with Kyle Mania and Styles right there behind him. Like Snipes back there and Dago, top 6 cars. So let's see what Jamie can do here on the restart. He got a good jump on the last one. Let's see if he can do it again. Coming down the back straightaway here. We're on lap number 9 as they come off of turn number 4. Jamie's looking to get the throttle on. He's going to get another good jump. He's going to put about a car length on Ginger right behind him. It's Jamie, Ginger, Kyle. Dago looking to get in. Dago with a really good restart. It's going to get. Looks like he's going to get past Styles. Styles trying to come back there up on the top. So it's Jamie leading this thing. Ginger, Kyle, and Styles, your top 4. Yeah, it looks like Dago there in 5th. We'll get this front view, kind of look back to the field a little bit. And we're going to go back over to the quad here. See where we're at. So you can see Ginger there running that 2nd position. Dago in 5th. Snipes has made his way to 6th. So we got Jamie. What was that? Jamie, Ginger, Kyle, and Styles, your top 4. Snipes has now got past Dago for 5th. They're fighting side by side. Dago back and forth. So Dago really worked that top groove in the UMP race earlier. He's trying to work it in the big block here. It doesn't look like it's working quite as well as it did in the UMPs, but he's doing the best he can with it. Trying to see if he can find somewhere else. Everybody else is kind of running the bottom, so he's trying to find where everybody else isn't at. Looking back there towards the back, it looks like he kind of caught the fence. He's still trying to get by Snipes there for that 5th position, but in the meantime, Jamie's out in front. Ginger about 3 car lengths back. Here's a good view of that. You can see Jamie's about, Ginger's about 2 or 3 car lengths behind Jamie for that 2nd position. Kind of shows you a good view of the line they're running. I guess we'll just call this the drone shot. And Jamie leading this thing. He's been leading it since the start. Ginger in 2nd. Kyle right there in 3rd. They're all pretty close together. One little mistake, you catch that inside wall and you're going to lose a lot of ground. Oh, we look up at the screen. Looks like Blitz has caught the wall with Redneck, and they're going to come to a stop back there, but no caution called. All right, we'll get back on a different camera view here and get back over to the quad. See what's going on. So here's Ginger right on Jamie's back bumper, just hoping he makes a mistake. We're 17 laps into this 40-lap feature. Oh, little mistake there from Ginger. Not sure what happened there, but he's going to give up 2nd to Kyle here. Kyle gets up underneath them. They're still side by side. Ginger trying to make the top work, but there's just not much there. It doesn't look like there was, because there wasn't at UMP race earlier. So it's going to be Jamie. A little bobble there from Ginger's going to. Yeah, it looks like a little bit of contact back and forth there. Kyle kind of, like he's ghosting in and out, so kind of giving Ginger some struggles. Not really seeing, able to tell where he's at. And they made a contact a couple of times there. It's kind of slowed Ginger down a little bit, but it's Jamie out in front. About 3-4 car lengths over Kyle. Ginger in 3rd now. Styles still holding that 4th position. And it looks like we've got Snipes in 5th. Snipes up falling back to 6th. Who's that at 5th? That's Dowdy. Dowdy's worked his way up in the back of this field up in the 5th position. It's Dowdy in 5th now with Snipes in 6th. Dago's falling back to 7th. We can see if we can get a little bit of this battle right here for 5th, 6th, and 7th. So we got Styles here in 4th. Dowdy right behind him in 5th. He's worked his way up in the back of the field. Snipes back there in 6th. Styles gets into the wall a little bit. Let's see if that's going to give Snipes or Dowdy. Oh, Dowdy's in the wall back there. And we got Redneck down on the bottom lap car, really smacking that inside wall, but still no caution coming out. We're a little past halfway, 24 laps into this 40-lap race. And it is still Jamie out in front somewhere. Where's he at? Let's see if we can find him. Scroll through the cars. Dowdy, there we go. Jamie's still in front of us. We'll give him a good look there for a second. Usually what's happened, these guys get out in front. We don't talk about them very much or show their car, but in the meantime, we got a good battle going here for 2nd with Ginger and Kyle. Ginger's worked his way back into the 2nd position. Kyle now in 3rd. Styles just kind of hanging back there in 4th, just waiting for somebody to make a mistake. This Ginger Kyle's. Let's see, looks like Dowdy's worked his way up to 5th. He's running Styles down for that 4th position. Good shot right there with all 4 cars, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Snipes back there in 6th, and Dave goes back up to 7th after a little bit of mistake earlier. So we got 12 laps left to go, 13 laps left to go, as it just said on the screen. Now it's 12. Oh, I was looking at Blitz's screen. He's a lap. Looks like he must be a lap down. So Ginger, Kyle, still Styles in that 4th position. Dago's looking up underneath Styles to take that 4th place away from him. He's worked his way up from 16th to 5th or 17th to 5th, wherever he was. He started in the last. I know that much. Kyle's catching a wall there. I can't tell if he's really catching a wall, if it's just his poor internet that's making it look like he is. But Jamie out in front of this. Ginger, here's the race, the best race we got on the track right now with Ginger, Kyle, and Styles here for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. They're getting into some lap traffic. They come up on Redneck. Redneck's been struggling. He's struggling again. He gets in the wall one more time. He's going to hold that groove up there. A little more contact with him and Dowdy as Dowdy puts a lap on him, another lap on him. Meantime, Styles up underneath Kyle. We got another car resetting. There's just cars everywhere at the moment. So let's see if we can get over onto the big screen here. Right, Ginger, Kyle, Styles, and Dowdy are all fighting for the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th position. Jamie's not that far away from him. He's got about maybe 9-10 car lengths. If he makes a mistake, They're going to be right on him real quick. Dowdy up underneath Styles right there, you can see. Looks like he's going to take that 4th position. A little bit of contact there. It looks like Styles is going to hold on to 5th. Styles trying to come back up underneath them there, but not going to be able to do it. Tucks in behind him there for 5th. We still got Jamie, Ginger, Kyle. And looks like Dowdy's now worked his way up to that 4th position with Styles back there in 5th. We got 5 laps left to go. We'll scroll through the field here a little bit and then see if we can get back to the front. There we go. We'll get this front cam here for you. So it's Jamie, Ginger, Kyle. Dowdy's now in 4th position. Styles back there in 5th. We're 3 laps left to go, 37 laps down. Jamie's led this whole race, so both races tonight. Looks like, oh, a little contact back there with Kyle and Dowdy. Let's see if we can get a closer look at that. I'm not sure what happened there, but it looks like Dowdy's up underneath Kyle now for that 3rd position. They're side by side with 2 laps left to go. Like Jamie's going to hold on to the win there. Ginger in 2nd, Dowdy and Kyle going at it for 3rd, 4th, and 5th back there. Let's see if we can get, there we go. All right, back up to the front here. We got Dowdy. That's gonna be the finish. I was down a lap, so it's gonna be Jamie taking the win. Ginger in 2nd. Dowdy got the 3rd there around Kyle. Kyle's gonna be 4th. Styles 5th. Snipe 6th. Dago's gonna be 7th. Up top 8th. Blazing Stein 9th. Kid Rocket 10th. A-Case 11th. A-Case, your UMP winner, really is gonna be 11th in this field. White's Blitz, Redneck. But Jamie with the win here tonight, so he started up front, took the win, just like in the UMP race. It was AK starting up front and taking the win. But good win there from Jamie. Good field of cars here tonight for the big block custom race at Lincoln. Let's see if we can get in the lobby here, and we'll scroll through to show you the winners if somebody hasn't left anyway. But Dowdy started in the back of this thing, worked his way all the way up into the 3rd position. Oh, looks like I closed the screen I needed to have open. So it's going to be Jamie taking the win, Ginger 2nd, Dowdy 3rd, Kyle 4th, Styles 5th, Snipes, and Dago up top. Stein and White Boy, your top 10. I think somebody might have left in there that I missed, but hey, Gilly, good to see you in the lobby, buddy. But Cloud9 inviting us in here to stream this tonight. We're more than happy to. We have a lot of fun doing this. Appreciate you guys being here to watch. If you're not following already, please follow. Good to see you, Gilly. Hey, thanks for having us, guys. Yeah, appreciate you, man. Hopefully we gave you some good coverage tonight. All right, so that's going to wrap it up. Yeah, well, get a big voice going there. So that's going to wrap up tonight's races. We had UMPs, all Cloud9 races running at Lincoln. So we had UMP sliders with A-Case taking the win in that one. Then we switched over and jumped into the big box custom setups. And it's going to be Jamie 76 taking the win there. So really appreciate you being here with us. We're gonna try to cover some more races next week. We have World of Outlaw Revival League starting up, and they're gonna run a traveling series with Rip the Lip. So we're gonna, if able to, we're gonna try to cover those races. They're Sunday and Monday night. The Revival starting up at Sunday night. It's 10:15 Eastern, I think it is, and then the Rip the Lip's gonna be Monday night at right around the same time. So look for us being there. We'll put something up if we're going to make it. But again, appreciate y'all being here. Some good races tonight from Cloud9. Really appreciate them having us out tonight. So we'll see you guys all again next time. Thank you.